Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare.
Should I share him with everyone else? That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes, yes.
Huh? Am I that nice, really? I guess I can try to be. Want to see something really gorgeous?
Yes.
This was a gift from Atul Govinda Das while we're in Mayapur, learn to sing a Dave. He just touches your heart, doesn't he? You can't look at him without loving him. So he's come all the way back from Mayapur to United States, and Bala Gopinath Das has just agreed to paint him up nicely. And so anyway, I'm not showing off, but I just want to share him with you. But I am showing off a little bit. Happy Gaur Purnima, everyone. Is it a happy Gaur Purnima so far? Everyone is happy? All right, we're going to talk about the appearance of Lord Chaitanya. This is our wonderful Gaur Purnima celebration. The full moon, Purnima is here. The golden avatar has appeared. So, we hear a lot of these people misuse. They hear of some of the Vedic terms and they think, well, that sounds cool. I think I'll use it. So the term avatar got used, and I mean misused by people. About like an avatar is a picture of you or something, a cartoon of you, and just as usual, like bhakti, it gets out of hand. People talking without knowing. So, but what is a true avatar? So an avatar is someone who is sent directly by the Supreme Godhead, or maybe the Godhead, the Lord comes himself. It's not some little cartoon picture you make of yourself and that's your avatar. So just so you know, he is the golden avatar because of his golden complexion. And we'll explain why he's golden later. If I forget, would you remind me to explain why he's golden? So every year at this time, I think of many years ago, I was giving class on Gaur Purnima. And, no, it wasn't Gaur Purnima, but I was giving class on some verses out of Bhagavad Gita. And so I'm going to read these verses to you. These are very famous. You're all familiar with them, I'm sure. And these are Krishna's own words, okay? So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, 6th verse, Krishna says, although I am unborn and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all living entities, by my internal energy, I will appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form. So Krishna tells us that every millennium I will appear in my transcendental form. I'll come as myself. You see, so he goes on to say, whenever and wherever. This is the one that confuses a lot of people. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. So somebody pointed out to me when I read this verse that, Well, wait a minute, isn't that happening right now? There is a tremendous decline in religiosity. Religiosity. And the demonic natures are growing and growing and growing. You know, we're getting used to it. Sometimes things are broken and we just adjust because either we don't want to fix it right now or there is no fix. So we live in a world that's about a heartbeat or two away from war, isn't it? I mean, we just bombed a country. We bombed a country a couple of months ago, and other countries are bombing other countries. So crazy things are going on. Irreligiosity is growing, and we see it. I think Kirtaneshwar Gauranga made a good point. And you mentioned in your class last evening that how much things have changed in 15 years. 15 years is nothing, but just look back over 15 years, how things have changed. You see, things are getting, the world is getting dirtier as Kali Yuga goes on. And that's natural. That's what Kali Yuga does. It deteriorates. So sometimes people say, well, isn't this the time when Krishna should come? I mean, it's gee whiz, it's been 5,000 years. What's he waiting for? And so Krishna goes on. In the next verse, he says, to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to reestablish the principles of religion, I myself appear, yuge, yuge, millennium after millennium. I come. So again, well, Krishna, I have faith in you. I know that you would only say something that you mean. And so we need the pious in this planet, in this material world, need your help. You see, the demoniac forces are taking over. The demoniac forces are getting stronger, and religiosity is getting weaker and weaker. You see? And so, Krishna, why? Why don't you come? We need you. You say that when these things are like this, that you will come. So, "500 years ago, Krishna did just exactly what he was promising us. This isn't just the beginning of this, you know, how much things have changed in 15 years, how much have things changed in 500 years? But even 500 years ago, when things were much, much better, they were starting, again, Kali Yuga was starting to wear down the pious, and demonic forces were starting to grow. And so Krishna came in his Kali Yuga avatar. In this yuga, in this age, he came as Lord Chaitanya. He came as himself and Radha. You see, he says, I come in my own transcendental form. He did. He came as Radha and Krishna together in one form, which equals the golden form of Lord Chaitanya. Krishna wanted to, Krishna's God. What is it that we're allowed to do that he's not allowed to do? Look, we can't have it. You know, he's not going to have it to where everybody else enjoys something that he can't. So Krishna wants to enjoy being his devotee. There's an ecstasy from being a devotee of Krishna and performing loving devotional service. There's an ecstasy that we can't really understand. I keep thinking perhaps I'll advance to the point where I can understand the ecstasy of separation. I don't see how that can be ecstasy. You know, if I'm in love with someone and I just really want to have them with me every minute, then how can I live without them being with me? But see, that's the point. When you love someone and when they're absent, your love grows. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So service and separation is even sweeter than service with Krishna, being in Krishna's arms. That's hard for me to understand. I can understand it theoretically. I don't think any of us want to experience separation from Krishna. See, maybe that's the reason we don't fully surrender right now, this very minute. Because once we get Krishna in our arms, what if we were to lose him? You see, so maybe that's why we don't. You see, it's so many things we can think about when we talk about this separation. We don't want to be separated from things that we love. But Krishna wanted to taste this burning love of separation. And so he came as Lord Chaitanya, as his devotee. I'll show you. Let me demonstrate how to be a devotee. Not just say, it's not like, what is it they say? Do as I say, not as I do, or do as I do, not as I say, whatever, there's something, or at least I'm imagining that there's a saying like that. So no, Krishna's not just saying, I'm going to tell you what I want you to do. I'm going to show you. I'm going to demonstrate, because I want to taste this too. Krishna wants to always taste every ecstasy, every sweet thing that's possible for him to taste. And this being a devotee of Krishna, serving in loving devotion, the taste of real bhakti, that is the ultimate taste. In all of the worlds, spiritual world, material world, that's the ultimate taste. So Krishna feels like, I give you the opportunity to taste this all the time, but I want to taste it too. So he comes as Lord Chaitanya, and he gets to taste what's it like to be Krishna's pure devotee, to miss Krishna, to long for Krishna. And by doing so, he gets to taste and he gets to demonstrate to us. We get to observe and realize, my dear Lord, you're showing me, you're demonstrating how I should naturally be. Why am I not? Because I'm covered over by the material energy. Material energy has me convinced that I am part of the show that's going on here. In this material world, it always seems like there's something that's drawing our attention. Somebody's doing this or somebody's doing that. You can't check your email without someone trying to get your money. Please buy this, buy that. So the material energy is always trying to drag you. And so we're distracted. And so, but as I look around, the people that I know and that I'm close to, and everyone, all the devotees, everyone's getting closer to being a little bit more and more immune to this effects of the material energy. Now, sometimes we have a day or two where the energy may be pulling us and may influence us a great deal, once in a while. But then we come back because we have each other. We have the association of one another, the loving association of the most loving people on the planet. The devotees of Krishna are the ones who are taught what love really is and how to demonstrate it, how to demonstrate that to each other. We have ethics that we follow, and these ethics ensure that not only you are happy, but those souls that you touch will also be happy. When we get to the point where we're actually caring about the souls that we touch, as much, hopefully even more than we care about how we feel, then we're making some real progress in bhakti advancement. And then we can demonstrate to the world, if we practice this bhakti correctly, well then we're going to show the world, just like Krishna shows the world how to be a devotee. Now he sends you, his representative, to show the world how to be a loving, living entity. What does that look like? What does the perfect lover look like? Well, it looks like Krishna and Lord Chaitanya, and since you're their representative and you're part and parcel, it looks like you too. If we uncover this outer covering that prevents us from feeling pure bhakti, then that's what you look like. You're a lover of Krishna. You're expert at it, and it's the best thing you do, and it's the whole reason why you exist. So Lord Chaitanya wants to demonstrate this, and he wants to share this. He wants to share it with the whole world. This is what Lord Chaitanya wants. As Srila Prabhupada said many times, can you just give this one life to Krishna? You've given so many billions of lives to so many other things. You've given so many billion lives to being a dog, being the president of a company or a country, being this, being that. You've given so many lives. So if you understand that you are an eternal spirit soul and you have this one life out of many, let's give this one life to Krishna. You see, let's taste the bhakti that we're entitled to taste. We're entitled to live in this world of bhakti. This is who and what we are. See, and who's stopping us? And we can point the finger and say, well, this person did this or that person said this and whatever. But it's just me allowing the material energy to affect me. There is no, Prabhupada said there is no impediment. There's no impediment to going back to Godhead, except it may live between your two ears, in your mind. So, and some attachments that we may have to the material world, but those attachments are getting less and less. You know, old age will take away attachments, and so as you live more and more every day, you're probably getting rid of attachments. But we have to give up our attachments, our material attachments. But that's going to leave a void if I just let go of the things that I'm attached to. But we replace them. It's like when a child, when there's a young baby and they pick up something that may hurt them or they may break, you have to take it away from them. But if you just take it away, they go, wah, no, that was terrible. So you take it away and immediately give them something else. Has anybody ever done that? I'm not the only one that's raised children here. You say, no, you get here. Take it, but before they start to cry, you give them something else. What? Oh, ooh, yeah. So we're going to take away our material attachments, and immediately we're going to replace them with spiritual attachments. We're going to become attached. We're going to let go of our attachments to material people, materially minded people, and replace that attachment with spiritually minded people. Birds of a feather, they say, flock together. So we want to flock together with people who are aspiring to be bhakti yogis, real bhakti yogis, not a Hollywood image of an avatar or a bhakti yogi. No, we want the real thing. We're not going to let ourselves be cheated. No. Don't let yourself be cheated. So we will associate with those people who are trying to go back home, back to Krishna. And they want to give this one life to Krishna. Now that doesn't mean it's going to be terrible. Boy, I'm going to give a life to Krishna. Oh gosh, what's he going to want me to do? He's probably going to say, oh, you surrendered, huh? Get out there and wash my car. Do this, do that. No. As you chant this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra that Lord Chaitanya distributed, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. As you chant that day after day, minute after minute, month after month, you'll start to actually hear it. Now, you may say, well, oh, no, I always hear it. No, you don't. You don't hear it. You may hear some of it, but then your mind starts to walk away and start to think of other things. So no, you're going to get to the point someday where you can hear a lot more of it day after day. And then it's going to change your heart. You're going to experience a change of heart. This plants that seed of bhakti. And if you associate with other bhakti yogis and continue to chant this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra with as much sincerity as you can, then you'll start to taste a little bit of love of Godhead. And you're on your way. Then you're finished. You're out of this material world. Your time here isn't very long. So I've said many, many times, well, it's like I asked a question the other night at Krishna Cove, and show of hands, don't be embarrassed. How many of you have you gone to a movie? Huh? Come on, I know you've gone to. It's okay. We're not going to criticize you. Okay, so you've gone to a movie. All right. So if you've gone to a movie and you think, wow, this is my favorite star or stars. I've got some favorite people in this. I like watching them, and the story sounds really good. I'm interested in this topic, and the director, really important director. Everything sounds great. And you're sitting there through the movie, what are there, 90 minutes typically for a movie, an hour and a half. And at the hour point, you think, wow, this story is really great. Where's this going? And then the end comes, but the end is terrible. It's rotten. Somebody said that this, was it you, Jivananda, that told me the what do they call it?
Game of Thrones.
The Game of Thrones was like that. Yeah, everybody, it was like for a long time, it was like real popular. Everybody was like, oh, yeah. And they're talking, you hear people in the store, did you see Thrones last night? Whoa. I'm thinking, these things come and go, I don't know. I was afraid to find out very much about it. I might get hooked in it too, And then it went away, and everybody's complaining about the ending. It almost wrecks the whole thing, doesn't it? I don't know how it ended, but I'm kind of curious. But so, my question, and what I'm getting at, my point is, I know you're wondering, does he have a point with all this? Yeah, is what about you? What about your story? How do you want your story to end? That's the important part of this life that you're living right now. It's not that, I get a little attracted to Krishna and I want to surrender, and I'll surrender some, but I don't know about this fully surrender. I'm going to hang on and not give him fully surrender. And maybe someday I'll do that. So what kind of an ending do you want for you? What do you want for you? You're the one writing the story of your life. You're actually writing, you're putting together a story for your next life right now, and everything you do, whether you're a devotee or not. But even if you've surrendered to Krishna, how do I want my story to end? Do you want to be a pure devotee? We need to start working on that now. We can't wait. We just can't wait. It's urgent. One thing about Srila Prabhupada is everything with Prabhupada was urgent. Let's go and go now. Do it. Surrender. Become pure devotee. It only takes 1 minute, Prabhupada says. Surrender. 1 minute's all it takes. Fully surrender. But we're probably not going to fully surrender right away. But let's not take our eye off of the target. You can't hit the target unless you aim at it. So how do you want this story to end up? Where do you want it to go? Figure that out. Follow Lord Chaitanya's example. Associate with the bhakti yogis and get ready to go back to Godhead. You see? And so, I think I can pause here. How much time? Huh?
That's the understanding the question.
Yeah, so just a question or two? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see you back there. I was looking for the boss. We always look for the boss, Except when she's not here. I got a confession. I parked in the parking lot the other night. You weren't here. Sometimes it feels good to be naughty, but then I feel like I've got to tell her. So I was naughty. I parked in the parking lot. So please forgive me. So, questions?
Why is he golden?
Huh?
Why is
Oh.
he golden?
Thank you. Thank you. He's golden because of Radharani. Krishna's blue, blackish blue. The color of a dark storm cloud, a dark monsoon cloud. And Radharani is the color of gold. And so they blended together, these two personalities. And it's probably a little bit more Radha than Krishna, because he's in the devotee mood. He's in the mood of the devotee, you see. As I said, in this Lord Chaitanya avatar, incarnation, he wants to taste what it's like to do pure devotional service to Krishna. So he wasn't thinking of himself as Krishna. He wanted to see Krishna through Radha's eyes. And so this color of Radha permeates Lord Chaitanya's appearance. Therefore, he's the golden avatar. You see? Thank you for reminding me. Any more questions? Yes, probably.
At one point you mentioned how you said Bhakti Yoga or Krishna consciousness. We're entitled. We're entitled to it. At least someone like me, if I think I'm entitled to something, that might be a little dangerous because I might feel proud. So in what sense are we entitled in a good way?
Well, it's kind of like, this is a good question. I'm glad that you asked it. It's kind of like if Elon Musk was my father. Well, I'm entitled to a few bucks, right? So if my father dies and he's leaves behind a big fortune, I'm entitled. There's an entitlement there. If I'm a prince, my father's the king, I have entitlements. You see? I mean, it just is. Whether, how that may or may not corrupt you, but it just is. You are entitled. So as part and parcel of Krishna, as a functioning soul, when the soul is functioning, it's like when your car isn't tuned up properly, the engine's going like this. But when it's functioning properly, then you're experiencing bhakti. And when you're not feeling love of Godhead, you're malfunctioning. You're not functioning properly. You're not being yourself. So we're all entitled to be ourselves. So if I'm entitled to be myself, I'm entitled to love of Godhead. I mean, this is what I am. This is my fam. This is my family. This is my whole inheritance. This is everything. It's what I am and the reason why I am. So if that's true, I think it is, then I want it. If it's mine and it's so great, why can't I have it? And the only reason that I don't have it is because I'm not properly aspiring to get it. So, but I'm entitled to it. And I may feel puffed up from time to time, You don't talk to me like that. I'm a part and parcel of God, I mean, we may have a moment like that, but it doesn't mean that's how we are all the time. We may have a jerk moment once in a while, but it doesn't mean we're a jerk, you see. So, yeah, we may abuse it, but mostly we'll use it. We'll use it to go back to Godhead and take people with us. So, thank you so much. All right, I think the play is over. The curtain is closing. So just walk away with this thought of, how do I want my story to wind up? This is one of the most important things you'll ever meditate on. Where do you want to go with your life? And we can give you suggestions, and we can give you all the help that you want, all that you need. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.